lovelies, it is time for another What Am I Doing video, so stay tuned. So I am back home between trips, and I've only been home, let's see, I got home day before yesterday or day before that, and I've been working on stuff around the house. I also went and got my nails done. This is what they look like. Very fall. I got the little leaves in there. Also, if you noticed, I dyed my hair. I dyed it on the cruise. It's currently a red, like a dark red color. But yeah, so today my plan is to try to do as much in this foyer as I can. Also, I need to take empty boxes to the recycling place because they're only open like very few days of the week, and today's one of those. So I have a couple of hours to try to get as much done. And then sometime this evening, because today's Marty's day off, we're going to work on putting my bookshelves up against the walls in the library and like putting the extenders on and attaching them to the walls and all that. I've decided not to paint my library pink. I'm going to keep it like this peachy, not peach, well, yeah, it's kind of a peach, creamy color that I had painted the whole house. I just decided I'm keeping it that way. And so I'm going to be able to start doing stuff in there. What else? I think that's it. So, time to get to work. I got so much random stuff here. There's a lot of mail here, too. I don't know where a good place to... You're on top of a suitcase right now, so... But I'm only home now for maybe, a week and a half. And I want to try to get as much done as I can in the time we're here. Also, Marty's parents came to visit for a few days, and my nephew. And they're here trying to help me get some of this done. What in the world is this? I don't know. Kathy, could you bring me a knife? One box broken down. And now I gotta figure out what in the world this is. I also know I have some book mail in here somewhere. Probably a few things of book mail. Oh, this is the little closet thing I got for Xander. Okay, so I'm not going to pull all those pieces out. It's like a portable closet kind of thing. All right, let's set this over here. Hold on, I have to get my box of paper. So I have a box that I've been putting all the paper that we use to wrap stuff into that. And I can put all this packing paper in there too. Oh yeah. We set these on my bookshelf. I lost some of the pins from my bookshelf, so I ordered a pack with like 100 different sizes and styles. Okay, what is this? So many unknown packages. This is Marty medicine stuff. Okay. This is probably some kind of drinks. Yeah, we order a lot of drinks from Amazon. Ugh. Sparkling ice. Okay. Let me turn a little light on. This needs to go in my library. But I got book mail here. Okay, so this is from the Afterglow. This is my Afterglow subscription. So we have The Best Christmas Choir Ever by Elizabeth Harib. A swoony, often laugh out loud read about believing in yourself and taking chances. Wait a minute. Snicker is outside the front door. What are you doing? I gotta see if I can find Einstein. That means he's probably out too. Hold on. Sure enough, he was outside too. Apparently they are digging under the fence, which is a problem. Okay, the other book we have here is Ghost of a Chance by Catherine Cabrera. A cozy, spicy, spooky season treat in this opposites attract romance between a mystery writer who pretends to talk to ghosts and the one-night stand who might actually be haunted. Okay, let me take these all to the library. We're making progress. We're making progress. This is just garbage in this one. This entire stack, I don't know if y'all can see how big this stack is. There are 6 boxes this size. They're all marked heavy because they're monsters. I might wait on those. Okay. Pillow goes to the living room. Excuse me. Okay, I think this is another book. This must have been something I pre-ordered. I love everything by this author. I read 2 of her books, Internment and Hollow Fires, and they were both 5 stars for me. So yeah, she's kind of an auto-buy author for me. This one is This Book Won't Burn by Samira Ahmed. Let's see, it says, I'm Noor and I read banned books. After her dad brutally abandons her family and her mom moves them far from their Chicago home, Noor Khan is forced to start the last quarter of her senior year at a new school, away from everything and everyone she knows and loves. Reeling from being uprooted and deserted, Noor is certain the key to survival is to keep her head down and make it to graduation. But things aren't so simple. At school, Noor discovers that hundreds of books have been labeled obscene or pornographic and are being removed from the library in accordance with the new school board policy. Even worse, virtually all the banned books are by queer and BIPOC authors. Noor can't sit back and do nothing because that goes against everything she believes in, but challenging the status quo just might put a target on her back. Can she affect change by speaking up, or will small-town politics and small-town love be her downfall? This is going to be so good. So I guess this is turning into a what am I doing and a book haul, because here are some more books. Here, let me turn the camera around so I can actually sit down. Okay. So yeah, Einstein here. Excuse me, sir. You're so cute. Okay. So we got the little bookmark. It says you paged. Alright, first book we have is Red City by Marie Lu. I also love Marie Lu. These sprayed edges with the skyline around them. Alchemy and ambition, power and perfection, love and lies. Welcome to Angel City. Don't let it break your heart. When you win the game of power, who do you lose? Alchemy is the hidden art of transformation, an exclusive power wielded by crime syndicates that market it to the world's elite in the form of sand, a drug that enhances those who take it into a more perfect version of themselves, more beautiful, more charismatic, simply more. Among the gleaming skyscrapers and rolling foothills of Angel City, alchemy is controlled by 2 rival syndicates. For years, Grand Central and Lumines have been balanced on a razor's edge between polite negotiation and outright violence. But when 2 childhood friends step into that delicate equation, the city and the past of their lives will be irrevocably changed. The daughter of a poor single mother, Sam would do anything to claw her way to the ranks of Grand Central in search of a better life. Plucked away from this family as a boy to become a Lumine's apprentice, Ari is one of the syndicate's brightest rising stars. Once they might have loved each other, but as the two alchemists face off across opposite sides of an ever-escalating conflict, ambition will become power, loyalty will become lies, and no transformation may be perfect enough for them both to survive the coming war. This kind of gives like West Side Story vibes. Okay, next. Ooh, this one's kind of skinny. The Haunting of Payne's Hollow by Kelly Armstrong. This says, from best-selling author Kelly Armstrong comes a nail-biting supernatural horror about a haunted lakeside property and twisted family secrets. When Samantha Payne's grandfather dies, she figures she won't even get a mention in the will. After all, she hasn't seen him in 14 years, not since her father took his own life after being accused of murdering a child at their lakefront cottage. Her grandfather always insisted her father was innocent despite Sam having caught him burying the child's body, his clothing streaked with blood. But when she attends the reading of the will at the behest of her aunt, she discovers that her grandfather left her the very valuable lakefront property where the family cottage sits. There's one catch. Sam needs to stay in the cottage for a month to finally face the fact that she was wrong and her father was innocent, according to her grandfather. After traveling to Payne's Hollow, Sam is faced with the realities of her childhood and the secrets kept hidden in the shadows of her memories. When her aunt goes missing a couple of days into their stay, Sam begins to question everything again. Plagued by nightmares and paranoia, she hears sounds in the forest and sees shapes crawling from the water as the rippling waves of the lake promise something unspeakably dark lurking just below the surface. And then we've got Never Over by Claire Gilmore. This one says Paige Lancaster is one contract away from earning a living doing her favorite thing in the world, writing songs. But when a music industry professional suggests she might be holding back with her lyrics, Paige doubts if her music is ready to be heard. After 4 years of no contact, Paige reaches out to her ex, Liam Bishop, to ask him for a small favor. Date her and then re-break her heart so she can remember what those big song-worthy emotions felt like. Across 2 months of Liam's summer work travel, they're forced to share hotel beds, rehash the past, and date in the present, all while navigating the building attraction between them they both swore was a one-liner to their agreement they wouldn't cross. But when it becomes nearly impossible not to act on their rippling chemistry, Paige and Liam will both have to decide which is more important, art for the sake of it or love over everything. And last book, Hazelthorn by C.G. Drews. Also, I love this cover. Evander has lived like a ghost in the forgotten corners of the Hazelthorn estate ever since he was taken in by his reclusive billionaire guardian, Byron Lennox Hall, when he was a child. For his safety, Evander has been given 3 ironclad rules to follow. He can never leave the estate, he can never go into the gardens, and most importantly, he can never again be left alone with Byron's charming, underachieving grandson, Laurie. That last rule has been in place ever since Laurie tried to kill Evander 7 years ago, and yet somehow Evander is still obsessed with him. When Byron suddenly dies, Evander inherits Hazelthorn's immense Gothic mansion and acres of sprawling grounds, along with the entirety of the Lennox Hall family's vast wealth. But Evander is sure his guardian was murdered, and Laurie may be the only one who can help him find the killer before they come for Evander next. Perhaps even more concerning is how the overgrown garden is refusing to stay behind its walls, slipping its vines and pores deeper into the house with each passing day. As the family's dark secrets unravel alongside the growing horror of their terribly alive, bloodthirsty garden, Evander needs to find out what he's really inheriting before the garden demands to be fed once more. On the back it says there's something wrong, very wrong with the garden. Okay, another box down. Take these up to the library. This is a box I already emptied earlier. I just gotta take this stuffing out. Had a couple of boxes out front that needed to be broken down too. This is exactly what it says on the box. Toilet paper. Put a pack. Actually, I put 2 packs back here. And then I'll take the other 2 packs upstairs. I feel like this is more drinks. It's heavy. Ooh, yep. More sparkling ice. Okay, these are closed, so they go upstairs. Alright, got some cleaning stuff. We can put that in here. Don't know what this is. Let's cut it open and find out. This is a chandelier, or not a chandelier, but a light fixture. Not sure what I'm going to do with that. Just dig it there for now. It's just garbage. A lot of random mail laying around everywhere. It's all junk mail. This goes with the tubs in here. This needs to be cleaned out. It's gross. Stick it here for now. Whew, hot. Alright, this is going to go downstairs. Hamper for the boys. Xander's jacket also goes down there. I got some little heart decorative lights. I don't know where I'm going to put them. Maybe I'll put them in the library. Okay. Let's see what we got here. This feels like more drinks. We've actually canceled, at least for now, our subscription to these and Monsters because we have a stockpile. Xander wanted this little shoe rack thing, so I might take it. I think I'm going to take it. Put this upstairs. Okay. I think I'm ready for a little break. Hot. Let me show you. Actually, no, I'll show you later how everything's looking. Now, we might end the video with that because I've gotten some more stuff done other days since I've been home. Very hot. Let's take a break. Okay, so I need to load up all of the broken down boxes and stuff into my car and take it to recycling. But whenever I get back from that, I'll give you a quick tour of how things have improved. Also, as far as the library goes, I'm going to do a separate video fixing up the library, and you'll get to see it in that. So we are back. We also picked up food and stuff and had everybody eat. Now I want to go ahead and show you the things that have changed since I guess the last time I showed you. So I'm not going to show you every room, but in the master bedroom, our bed has been put together. Woo! So the day that I left for my trip, I was looking for stuff and I ended up finding the hardware for the bed. So he put that together. Let's go out of here. So in the hallway, we do have some boxes that also need to go in here. He hasn't done anything with this other room or the guest room. Actually, the guest room has like luggage and stuff in there now. Nothing new with the bathroom up here from the last time y'all saw. So this is how the library's looking. And Miss Bella. Mr. Snicker. Hi. Einstein. Hey, bud. So yeah, not much has changed in there. I did get this chair at like an estate sale. Then let's go into the kitchen. Kathy is hard at work. Say hello.
Hello.
Hi, Curtis.
Hello.
So there's still a lot going on in here. A lot of boxes, but we do have like a couple of paths clear here and there. Nothing's really changed in Marty's office. Then let's go down here to the foyer. I made a little bit of leeway in here. There was quite a bit more, so that's good. Our dryer is not working properly, so we have to replace that, so yay. Living room. I moved this shelf thing in here. We also have like a little treadmill over there and the bike. Got that shelf in its place over there. Still a lot to do in here. And then in the bonus room, I did get a big area cleared here so we could have this table set up and can be able to walk all the way around. But there's still a lot to do in this room. Alright, I'll give you a quick tour of the basement area. Hello, Missy. So we moved some stuff up there. Meow. Hello, Missy. Hello, Missy. Hi. Meow. Sasha's up here somewhere. Okay, let me get down these stairs. Okay, so Brayden has made himself like a little wall type thing, and this is his room. And then their little living room area over here. Looks like so. And then go through here. There's their little kitchen area. I'm still giving them dishes and stuff for down here. But they got the fridge down here. The microwave, a little toaster oven. They got shelves to store their stuff. A table and chairs. And Missy is following me around. And then over here is Xander's area, which is chaotic, and I don't even really want to go over there. His bed is buried over there. It hasn't been put together yet. None of his stuff has been unpacked. But he hasn't really been around. We helped him sort through stuff a bit. There's his closet lit up right over there. He's got a lot of work to do in here. But he's been spending a lot of time in Knoxville, door dashing and hanging out with his girlfriend. So he's been gone a lot, so I'm not too worried about how his room's looking. And when he gets back, he'll have to work on it. Let me turn this light out. But that closet thing I got will help him a lot, because that was kind of part of his problem. Was he's like, I have nowhere to put all my stuff. All right, well, I think I'm going to end this video here because Marty is off today and he has gone to the hardware store to get something we need to do bookshelf things. And like I said, I'm going to do that in a separate video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye!